Hello friends, do you plan a trip to Japan this fall or soon? There's one issue that are oriented to Japan that I want to share with you if you are coming to Japan soon. Recently, Japanese news is occupied with several different topics, but one big thing that might affect traveler is bear. The bear is the animal's bear issues. Fall is the season. Bear is going to sleep for a long time until next spring, and they are collecting lots of foods. It is said it's always the season that you have to be alert to the bears, but not like this until like recently. For most of Japanese people, bear is something far away. We know they're existing in Japan, but I have never seen bears, and it's not something you see in even if you go to a mountain, because they are usually trying to avoid the humans. But lots of situations are changing. So today I'd like to share what is going on in Japan and what you might want to know when you go to the mountain region or countryside, even some places that I introduce in my videos. There has been a number of fatal issues because of the bears this year, and one big news was one newspaper delivery person in the town called Fukushima in Hakodate was attacked by a bear when he was delivering the newspaper. He has been alert that there is a bear recently when he delivers the newspaper. He was living only with his mother, and he was talking to her that maybe I should carry around the knife. And I don't know if he was carrying or not, but he was attacked by bear and he was killed. And next month, there is more big news in Hokkaido. And that was Mount Laos in Shiretoko. It's a national park and also a World Heritage Site. But it has never been happened that someone was killed by the bears. But unfortunately, this year, for the first time, a young traveler from Tokyo was attacked by bear and lost his life. It was on the way back from the Mount Laos when he was with a friend. But he was ahead of his friend, and it is said he was running back down the hill. So probably he met the bear unexpectedly, and it was unexpected for bears too. He was taken by bears and his body was found a few days later. And it's not just Hokkaido. In Honshu Island, where Tokyo is, it's also happening. And Honshu Island is big, and from Aomori Prefecture, right under the Hokkaido, to Yamaguchi Prefecture, right next to Kyushu's Fukuoka, there's a news about bears. It's something really scaring us is still even hearing those news. It's something far away news that it's a really rural part of Hokkaido, or when someone was hiking the mountain. But this one in Iwate Prefecture, in Kitakami City, one former athlete who was working at the Japanese ryokan, and he was cleaning the outdoor bath, and he suddenly disappeared, leaving some blood. Later, his body was found, and obviously it was attacked by bear, and that is very scary because we also go to the outdoor baths of the mountainside ryokan or hotels and take hot springs. The bear came to there when he was cleaning the bath and drove him to the forest. And he was a former athlete and he was a very strong person, but even with him, he couldn't fight back or escape in time. Probably it came suddenly. Also, most recent news that came in Akita Prefecture, 4 people were attacked and 1 person who tried to help the parents passed away. So as you see, this is not everything, and there's a lot more news about bears across Japan. And if not the fatal, and it's happening to the international travelers too. In Takayama's Shirakawa-go, the famous sightseeing spot, one traveler was attacked by bears and lightly injured. And in Niigata's Miyoko, one New Zealand person also attacked by bears and injured. So why this is happening? Is Japan always so scary country? You might always meet bears. And what can we do if we meet? So quickly, if I go over the bears information about Japan, there are 4 major islands of Japan, and except Kyushu Island, there are bears. Shikoku is the smallest island. They have bears, but it's hardly been seen recently. So mostly the concern is the Honshu, the main island of Japan, where Tokyo or Kyoto, Osaka is, and Hokkaido Island, the northernmost island. And there are 8 different kind of bears in the world, and there are 2 in Japan. Hokkaido has higuma, and other parts has tsukinowaguma, and both are causing fatal incident. And there are lots of different opinions about it, and not everything is solved, like why it's happening recently, but for sure the number of the bears are increasing rapidly. So in this small island of Japan, there are tons of people and tons of bears. So of course, it will conflict. And Japan has been always a country trying to protect the bears, as they are in the mountains, they don't hurt people. But one factor might be they are increasing too much and they don't have food, so they are coming down to the towns where the people are. I thought we are okay if we have kind of bears, kind of bell and have a kind of sprays, but or maybe just pretend like we are dead if they see us. And that I always was taught since when I was a kid in Japan. But recently, they are definitely getting more aggressive and brutal, and they are not afraid of the humans. That is a big surprise. And also, bears usually eat only like small nuts and collecting small nuts and fruits and eat lots of different things. But surprisingly, they still eat the fruit and those things mainly, but they start to eat animals, which is very unusual. Deers are being attacked by bears, which is usually never happens. And also, Hokkaido is known for the farms and they have lots of cows for milk and dairy product. And bears were attacking those cows. And there's one famous bear in Hokkaido that is called OSO18, and he was attacking lots of cows on the farms. And it was giving big damage to the farms, and also he was never found somehow. But as a result, he was found and he was shot. But still, that is a big kind of surprising thing for who knows the bear's habitats very well. Japanese population decreasing and the population in the countryside especially decreasing. And also the number of the people who can handle the gun is also decreasing. Because usually you can't have a gun in Japan, and also there is very strict regulation about hunting. People who can handle the bears are very limited. So the bears are increasing, people are decreasing, and bears start to come down to where people live. It will be a major problem in Japanese society, and now it's actually very scary to go to the kind of countryside towns, because this year I went to Akita and I made a video about Akita prefecture, like Kakunodate. And even near there, some bears are found and some incidents are happening. Not in the mountain route, it's just a regular town near the mountains. And it's a major issue, but it's not something can be solved easily. And I'm not professional bears, so I only can see that I see lots of different information. But basically, you cannot meet bears. The most important thing is try not to meet bears. Before, we all knew that let's have the bears, and most probably maybe that still works and better than nothing. And also, having some spray is getting very common when you go to the mountain areas. But do you think you can spray this spray to the bear when I'm confident that I cannot do it. And like mentally and also skill-wise, probably I don't think while I'm trying to, you are supposed to hang next to you, but maybe while you're trying to prepare it, maybe I drop the can or I try to like spray myself or something really difficult maybe. So once you meet, it's almost impossible. Before it is said that don't run away, and that's still important not to run away. But last October in Hakodate, the firefighters were hiking in the mountain and they met bears and they attacked one firefighter. So one person stabbed the neck and the bear left, and bear was found dead a few days later. But unfortunately, a college student who was missing around there also found near that bear's dead body, which means that bear tried to go back to the body that he hunted. So pretty much scary situation. It's not something I want to share too much, but it has a strong power, and with just one attack, kind of half of the face will be gone of the humans. So any kind of body found is very difficult to recognize who it is. I know it's scary, but I think it's good to be scared when it comes to the bears, because so again it's better try not to meet bears. So the winter is coming soon and they might be decreased eventually, but some bears don't go sleep in winter recently. So something you might want to be careful when you go to the places that there might be bears. I hope the situation gets better, but it's something coming up with the Japanese society problem too. So I hope the situation gets solved and travelers can travel safe. So it was just a quick update about bears in Japan. Thank you for watching. Have a great trip to Japan.